Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a little bit of a vlog, kind of an update too, because it's something that I didn't really discuss in the last channel update that probably needed to be discussed. And no reason for that other than in case I need to put them on. Anyway, moving forward, I didn't get into it because I didn't think about it until after the vlog was done, so much failing. After the channel update was done, I didn't think about it until I had finished recording it and edited it and was putting it up on YouTube, and then it really started to occur to me, monthly channel updates are just too much. There's not enough changing, there's not enough going on, there's not enough reason for it for me to be, every 30 days or so putting out, hey, this is what's going on with the channel, hey, this is what I'm doing this time, hey, this is what I didn't finish recording. No, it's unnecessary, it's not needed, and quite frankly, it's a waste of everyone's time. So the channel updates are going to be from now on quarterly. I actually had written down a schedule on when I wanted to do them, but of course I lost it. But it was something like January, April, let's see, July, October, something along those lines. So it would be roughly every 3 to 4 months. I think that was what it was. I think it was January, April, July, October would be the channel updates. That was every 3 months. And this seems like a better idea because doing this every month is just not really a good idea. So I wanted to touch on that real quick. This is more of a informational vlog, I guess is the way to put it. Yeah, I'm doing something here that I don't want to have to do, but I really don't know that I have much of a choice. As I've mentioned on social media a few times on both my Twitter and my Facebook, if you want to catch up on that, just look in the description. You'll see the links for those and you can get all my contact info. I am being garnished by Capital One, and it's taken a pretty good chunk out of my paycheck, and I'm just really trying to get as much taken care of as I can. And the only way I think I'm really going to be able to do that is if I manage to pick up a decent amount of cash somehow, some way. Now, obviously, there's always the prospects that I'll have to get a second job, but I really don't want to have to do that. Just at the end of the day, if it's something that I can avoid, I would like to avoid doing that. So the next thing that comes to mind is, well, what can I sell? Is there anything I have around here that, I can get a decent amount of cash for, and maybe put that cash towards keeping our lights on or getting our phones back on and whatever we may need it for. And it occurred to me I have two very big pieces to my future desktop build that would probably do the trick, because they've never been opened, they've never been used. I have not even cracked the seals on the one package. If I look like I'm looking up, I will get to that in a minute. I will explain what's going on there, because there's a third thing to get into after I'm done talking about this. But there were two things that I have in possession, and three if I really want to push it, maybe even four, hell, that would really help bring in a decent amount of money. Now, I've put the pictures up on Imgur, and I've been tweeting out the link every so often to kind of remind people, and I've mentioned it in John of All Games chat. I am looking to see what kind of interest there is in purchasing the processor and motherboard that I am in possession of. Now, the processor, which is right here, it's going to be kind of hard to see because of the lights, but yeah, you should be able to see most of what you need to see. As you can see, it's an Intel i7 4770K processor, 3.5 gigahertz. If you look on the sides here, you'll see see, there's the seal. It's not been opened. This has not been opened. See, it's right there. It's here. It's in the package. Everything is in there. It's not their newest processor anymore. They are now into a new generation of processors with more cores. This is only a 4-core, which for Intel is actually not all that bad. I know people like to tout AMD's 8 and 12 cores. Intel is now doing more cores with their processors. This is a 4-core, but it's still one of their newer ones. It's retailing still. I've looked it up. It's still retailing, and this surprised me because of the newer processors that have come out under the new format. It is still going anywhere from about 320 to, in some cases I've seen 350. If you pay 350 for this, I will whack you upside the head personally. Looking to gauge interest, but I'm looking for something in the area of in between 250 and 300 for this. So if you are looking for this, you know, we can, if this is the processor, if you've been wanting to get this processor and you might want to, and you're interested in getting it, you know, you can send me a message on Twitter, send me a message on my email that's in the description. You can contact me. Just let me know if there's some kind of interest, and I will respond and we can work it out. I will not take anything but PayPal for this, though. If you've got to be able to use PayPal, I will provide you the information. Actually, the information you need is actually also in the description. But we'll get to that another time. In addition, I have this. Now this is a, as you can see, Gigabyte Z87X UD4H motherboard. It is compatible with the processor you see there. Now this doesn't have a seal on it, but I have not opened it. I have not messed with it. Everything is still in the box. So what you see, let me flip it around to the back. So you can look on it and see, you know, kind of the stuff that's on there. It's probably not going to be that easy to see, but you know, that gives you an idea of what it looks like. And it is, if you can hear that, it is still in the box. It has never been opened. Now that is kind of gone down in price. When I bought it, it was like about $150 or so, but it is really dropped, and it's because Intel is onto a new chipset, and those new chipsets work with new motherboards, and this is an LGA 1150 type processor motherboard combination, and the new Intel processors and the new motherboards for those processors are not compatible with this. So I'm saying 100, 120 for the, anywhere in that range for the Gigabyte. If you're really generous and you just want to donate money just to help out, just because you're a really nice person, you can do so with the link that's in the description under the donations. But again, I don't like fishing for that. I don't like asking for that. I know a lot of the broadcasters I watch, like John and a few others, people are really awesome about donating, but they also have very popular streams, and the people who donate to channels are donating to very popular channels. I'm an itty little channel. So I understand that that's not really going to be likely, and that's not going to be possible, which is why I'm kind of just sucking it up and going ahead with the possibility of having to part with these two pieces. And I guess the bright side to it, if I really want to look at it, is after a few months, once this is all said and done, we'll be pretty much right about tax time, close to it, and maybe with that tax money I can go ahead and get going on the actual desktop build. But it's really not completely 100% necessary at the moment. It's something that I could still continue to wait on and just kind of go forward with other projects. The only thing that this laptop does that I'm not fond of, and it's just because it's a laptop and it can't, there's not much you can do about it, is the fan. The fan noise, it's picked up by my mic. It's not something I'm real thrilled about, but you could definitely hear it when you listen through earbuds. You don't hear it when you're not, though, so it's not as big a deal as I probably make it. But this laptop has pretty much handled anything that's been thrown at it. The only things that it struggles with are like the newer alpha games like the DayZ. It still struggles a little bit with that, but everybody struggles with that. I played Portal 2 on high settings. I've played Skyrim on medium settings. I'm looking at my games. Left 4 Dead has been on some pretty high settings. Borderlands, the pre-sequel that I've played a little bit of, is on some decent settings. So I can play the games and they still look pretty nice, and that's really all that matters, and they're recordable. The only thing that I really think is going to be necessary is an external drive. That's going to be one of those things that when I'm finally done with all this and I get $100 or so that I could just kind of get something with, it's going to be an external hard drive, probably a 2 terabyte, just something I can throw my video files on and not worry about it, because this thing renders fast, and it definitely does a nice job with compression and everything that I really need it to do. So I can make this all work with this system. It's definitely much better quality working with this. Another thing that you are going to see, and I mentioned this in the channel update, but you're going to see it with this video, is at least for now a temporary. It may change depending on if I get a better one worked up. What you're going to see, what you saw as an intro for this, is just kind of a temporary thing, but it's something to start with. But you're also seeing me get away from those time-lapsed intros on series. Instead, you're going to have the Kracker Gaming intro, which is about 7 seconds long, and then you're gonna go right into the video, and from the video, in the first 10 seconds or so of the video, you're going to get kind of a somewhat animated series title, like Cracker's Guide to Minecraft. You won't have seen it yet because I'm still waiting on Mr. Serenity to get it together so we can do the Redstone episode we need to do. You will see Cracker's Guide somewhere like that. It's like it comes down from the side and then up. Cracker's Guide to Minecraft. The words come in separately with a little bit of a sound effect with each word, and then it drifts into this corner, and it shrinks, and then it whooshes away. So I'm doing something like that with all of them. The Portal Let's Play that's about to go up has this new intro system in place. The game I'm recording now, I am recording Borderlands the pre-sequel right now, and that's going to have it. The only series I'm still kind of keeping the current intro is Skyrim, and that's just because that's that's not that actually bad of an intro. You'll get the Kracker Gaming, and then you'll get the Skyrim intro. So that's going to be the only change with that. Every other series, though, Cracker's Guide to Minecraft, Mesa Built, is going. Even Daisy, I got to figure out Daisy if I ever start recording that again. They're going to have that new intro system. The final little bit that I want to cover in this video log is I now actually have, you could call it a secondary monitor because it's really not actually a monitor. It's the second TV that we have. As part of the consolidation effort, I took back the second cable box, cut back some of the internet. So my internet speeds are a little slower than they were before, but it went from 20 to 15 megabytes. I was paying $17 more, almost $18 more for 5 megabytes, which is a whole different set of rant, a whole different rant for Time Warner and the cable and satellite industry overall. They've got a real racket going. I saw the letter that John of All Games put on his Twitter or Instagram or wherever I saw it at, where he got a letter from Time Warner saying his rate was going to go up, but don't worry, it's still $20 cheaper than the actual standard rate that you would be paying, so you're still actually technically saving. So they basically gave you a backhanded compliment in a sense, like, oh hey, your rate's going up, but it's still cheaper. So it turned out they were still also charging me for the modem that I used to rent from them that was a piece of crap that I took back after I bought my own, a Motorola Surfboard modem that works about 55 times better than theirs ever did. But they were still charging me for it, and I found out about this when I went to return the cable box. She said, okay, well, you're getting charged for this, and a modem. I was like, whoa, wait, I have my own modem. Why am I getting charged for my modem? So she went and she backdated a bunch of charges, took the converter box off, made the other one free, which she didn't have to do, but I was very grateful for. Dropped my internet speed, and it reduced my bill by like $50. So it was really nice. And I don't know what it's going to do to my upload speed. I know I haven't noticed a thing with the down speed. So 5 megabytes is really 5 megabytes. It's the upload speed I'm interested to see how that's going to work. And I will find out with this. But anyway, got completely away from where I was going with this. The second TV is now serving, and that's what actually I'm pointing at it right now. It's right up here. It's above the laptop right now. I will put a picture up showing how my actual setup is going to normally be. I only had to change it a little bit to do this so that you know I had the camera, which is on my laptop, in front. I will eventually shift this back and then go back and put it back to where I've reset it up. But in any case, when you look at the picture, you'll see my laptop is kind of offset to the left, and then the monitor, the main screen, is up above. And what I've done is moved like my compression software onto the laptop screen, and I've made it so that it's an extended screen. So when I move my mouse too far to the left off the main screen, it transitions onto my laptop, and when I move it back to the right, it goes back to the main screen. And actually right now what I'm talking about is on my laptop screen in front of me. So I just gotta glance down and look back up at the camera, and everything is fine. Meanwhile, the video of the cam is on the large screen. So it's actually a really nice thing, and it was what I was going to do with the desktop, and I get to start doing it a little bit early. It's a 24-inch TV, so there's plenty of viewing space, and it's made some of the more minute details of using Photoshop easier. So that was one of the nice things that's happened. And you know, my girlfriend was nice enough to let me take the TV. It was originally supposed to be for my stepdaughter, but you know, you got to be good to have these things, and that's just another discussion. We're not even going to go there. So it wasn't being used. It was sitting in our room. We weren't using the cable box. Took that back, and I have now moved it over here, and it is taking up the top shelf on my desk. It actually I actually for a minute thought I wasn't going to get it to fit, but made it work. And we are going to go forward with this in the future. So when I'm doing my gaming stuff, and this is going to be really helpful for the guide to Minecraft stuff in the future, because I can have the wiki up on Chrome on the laptop while playing the game on the main screen. So I can just glance over and see what I need to describe while I am going through it. I think that's going to about do it. We have hit 18 minutes on this, and that is far too long, and I have to figure out what I'm putting in the background, because I do not like just this big picture of me anymore. So maybe I'll grab some more Portal 2 or more Portal footage and throw that in the background and kind of give you another look at what's going on with that gameplay. Who knows, maybe I'll throw some Borderlands pre-sequel footage behind there. Just pick a few clips and just kind of throw them in the background. I'll figure it out. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and if you are interested, as I mentioned before, if you're interested in this or this, let me know and we will work it out. Trying to keep it, you know, I prefer to keep it in the United States, so if you live outside of the United States, unless you're going to pay for the shipping. I'm not really sure I'm interested in shipping it out of the United States. But get in touch with me if you're interested, and we will work it out from there. And you know, give me feedback on the channel if you see something with the new art, because there's new art rolling out, new thumbnails that are going to be rolling out for the new stuff that I'm doing. You know, let me know what you think, and we will go ahead and I will see what, you know, if I can do what you suggest, or if I like what you suggest, and you know, just give me some help. It's what I need. Lord knows it's what I need. Quick before I finish, a big thanks to the Red Serenity with the help on the actual Kracker gaming title stuff that you're seeing that looks like it's made out of crackers. He did that, and then he gave me the tile that he made that from. So I have been kind of fiddling with it a little bit, but the main thing that you see floating around, he did. So thank you to him for that. And any new real fancy looking art you see, it's probably him, but he's been really helpful with it, and I appreciate it. So until next time, thanks for watching, and maybe I'll have a vlog in the future about, you know, keeping your finances straight and everything, but I'd have to do a little research. In the meantime, I will see you all later. Thanks for watching. Have a great night. Bye-bye.